right. Hello, hello. Hello to everyone that is taking time out tonight, this evening to join me. I'm really excited for this. Very, very excited for this. Um, First time doing a live stream. So here I am. Um, Hi, Mr. Ace. How are you? How are you? I hope your evening's well so far. This is really cool. This is really cool. I just wanted to say I'm really happy to be able to do this. I'm excited. I hope everyone else is excited. This is going to be a fun night. We're going to be online. We'll all be online for about an hour. And if you have any questions that maybe you need a response to from Spirit, thank you. It's a nice shirt, right? Yeah, if you have any questions or messages you'd like to see come through, we're going to give it a try. Before we start, I'd just like to say a prayer before the readings. If you want, you can close your eyes. You can take a deep breath in, breathe out, relax. This is a safe space. There's no judgment. It's all peace and love. Um, Angels and guides, I pray for protection and welcome only the light during this session. I ask for assistance in providing the best guidance and healing needed for everyone who joins at this time. I thank you and welcome you into this energy of peace and love. We are love incarnate. All right. Okay. I wanted to start the session off with some divine masters, some ascended masters. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear, to start it off, which divine master is with us during these readings tonight. Tonight we have Bridget with us. Inner fire. Let your passion lead you to your purpose. Okay. Let's see. Can you see that okay? Bridget. Inner fire. What have you been passionate about lately? What's been brewing inside you that you've been cultivating and wanting to express, wanting to get out? The message today is from Bridget. It's time to let your passion lead. Okay. It's time to live that purpose. This is your life purpose. That passion you've been thinking about, what you've been feeling, everything. It's your gift to the earth. It's your gift to all of us. So, it's time to let your passion lead. I really like in this photo, it's like all the seasons. There's like 4 seasons, if you can see it, right? And then the light in the middle. So, this is something that's going to be going on like for a lifetime for you. It's passion driven. It's not going to leave you. It brings you joy and it brings you a lot of energy. So thank you, Bridget, for being here tonight. We appreciate your guidance. I think that was well timed and well deserved. Okay. So Aquarian wants a shift for self. All right. Okay. Let me see which cards are being called to me for the Aquarian. It wants a shift. So then we would need guidance from the angels, I believe. All right. Okay. Aquarian wants a shift for self. What guidance can we provide for the Aquarian at this time? Okay. As I was shuffling, I did hear believe in self. Believe in self love, believe in, like, I want to say believe in your life, believe in self life, but that doesn't really make sense, but it kind of makes sense. So I would take that as believe right now in the path that you are living. We also have Bridget here who's telling us to live with our inner fire. So what is our passion? What is driving us right now? That is within your truth. That is where you will find your shift. Okay. But there is a card that came out and it's perfect, I'd say. Number 23, inner beauty, shine your inner divine light. Okay. This is pink. There's pink and gold. Okay. Archangel Jophiel is here. Again, that would correlate to the message to believe in yourself. Okay. You have so much beauty within yourself. You are beautiful beyond words. No one compares to you. Okay. You need to start believing that on the outside as well. So you need to really trust and believe and know that you are just this beautiful being. Okay. You need to let it shine. You really need to let it shine. You really need to like put your foot down on things that no longer serve you. Like knowing your beauty, knowing your worth is also taking into account of who you are and how much energy of yours needs to be spent on certain things, right? Okay. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. Aquarian wants a shift for self. All right. We have 20, enlightenment, trust your intuition. There we go. It's time to start following what your inner soul is telling you that's right for you. What do you need to do? What are the next steps? In order to do that, sometimes you need to find a quiet place, or you need to go into a meditative state, and there you will hear the answers from spirit. That's where those, sometimes like the most beautiful messages come through when you least expect it. You could be sitting in the park relaxing, and then all of a sudden an idea will come to your mind that's like, oh, you should really go do that painting, and those are little intuitions. Those are parts of us. Those are like your soul talking to you, right? The soul will never talk to you negatively either. So when you do hear those positive messages, know that that's your soul, that's intuitive guidance. When you hear a little bit more of second guessing or what ifs, or maybe even like a negative tone to what you're thinking, that could just be your mind, right? So it's good to try and differentiate the two. You have number 10, Archangel Raziel is here, spiritual teacher. You are a spiritual teacher. This is what the angel here is showing us. You're a spiritual teacher. You have these gifts, and within these gifts, you can teach and you can lead. So whatever your gifts are, whether it be, I don't know, singing, dancing, whatever the case is, when you get to a point where you're teaching others how to do that, that's spiritual teachings as well, because it's a happy space. It's a peaceful space. The people who are meant for you are going to find you, and they're going to join you in that space. And that is your gift. That is part of your spiritual teaching, right? So there's a passion, as per Bridget, there's a passion within you that wants to come out. So lead your life through that passion, and it'll take you towards, I guess, the shift that you're looking for. Okay. Embodiment, become your true self. Okay. This is green. I'm not sure if you can see the green and the gold, and then the leaf in the middle. Okay. So now you have to start being who you see yourself to be. All right. I do trust that when I do see the green energies, I do believe in nature. I do believe in grounding. So I do find you will have moments of clarity when you are within nature, especially greenery, maybe plants, whatever the case is. Green is important. And within that, start being the person you see yourself being. Okay. Do you see yourself as, I don't know, this famous, artistic, beautiful being, right? We'll start acting like them. That's just an example, but it's time to embody like the love, the inner beauty. It's really time to let the inner beauty out. It's time to let it shine through, and it's time for you to just be who you truly are. Okay? When you start being who you truly are, which is more like spirit, more in love, more kind to yourself, when you start being more of that, you're going to start seeing more clarity, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Okay. If at any time anyone has any questions, please feel free to leave it in the chat. Otherwise, I will just continue doing readings in whatever deck I'll use that I feel called to. Okay. Wistaria, I have a job interview tomorrow. All right. Okay, well let's start with this. Let's keep going with the angels because I feel like they have something to tell you. All right. What do we have to say about this job interview? What do you have to say about this job interview? Okay. Wow. My face looks so animated there, but like you're not going to believe it. 1, 2. You got 3 archangels. Okay, we're going to go through them. That's wild. Well, if you're wondering, that's like a really good blessing, okay? The first archangel, Archangel Sandalphon, be true to yourself, okay? Archangel Sandalphon as well is the angel that's associated with the heron, I believe. So this archangel is telling you be true to yourself, right? So, okay, you have an interview tomorrow. Be true to yourself and you will be fine. Be exactly as you are. You have nothing to hide from anyone or anything. Your love, your spirit, your light is going to shine through, and what's meant for you is going to gravitate towards you. Okay. Archangel Sandalphon is also the angel that sends our prayers to heaven. So, I strongly believe that your prayers are being answered. And it could come in the form of this job interview working out, or it could come in the form of this job interview not working out, and what you really want comes right after. Okay. So this is really, really, really nice and beautiful to receive. Right beside it, we have Archangel Raphael, heart healing. Heart healing. This is green. So this was turquoise. I'm not sure if that means anything to you. And then this here we have green. Archangel Raphael is, we call upon this angel when we want healing. All right. Usually this angel is to heal your body. With this specific saying, it's healing your heart. Okay. So there's a lot, and the green chakra represents the heart. So there's a lot here that Archangel Raphael is asking you to review and acknowledge that there's a lot of heart healing that, he's helping you go through. Okay. There's healing. Maybe there's a physical healing that the angel is here letting you know that they're helping you, they're guiding you through it. If there's anything to focus on right now, it would be activating that heart chakra and really showing the love, just the love that you have, that you have, and really, call on the angel Raphael to say, just ask for help, ask for assistance, guidance in, like ask for assistance and guidance in how you can open up your heart more. Okay, because that's going to be your focus right now. So in terms of like a job interview, right, if you're living in your heart and you're being true to yourself, I don't see how it could be an issue. Like I don't see how you could go wrong, right? Right beside it, number 7, we have Archangel Haniel, inner healing. All right, we got a beautiful purple color in the background here. All right. Inner healing. It seems to me when I see all these angel cards come up, okay, there's a lot of healing work that you've been doing. There is like, and I just want you to know, like, we're going to acknowledge it right now. Good for you. Good on you. You have been doing great. Okay. Archangel Haniel is here to help you develop the inner heal, like the inner healing, the inner child work, right? There may be some things from childhood that are blocking your heart chakra, and it might affect certain interactions, but it's obvious here that you are guided and protected by obviously so many angels, and they're here guiding you and helping you do better, like healing. We got heart healing, inner healing. Be true to yourself. Okay. So you go in to the interview, be who you are. All right. Now, tonight, do a little heart healing and be prepared for, whatever this person says. I noticed that you put owner's Italian might have makes sense. Okay. So maybe, I don't know if that means that maybe the owner might be a little strong, like they might come on a little assertive, right? So if that's the case, don't don't think that if someone's coming off assertive or strong, that means that there's something wrong with you. Yeah, try not to take it personally. Okay, if someone is coming off as very assertive, that's just the way they are. And if you do have issues with that, or if you do take those type of things personally, that's where the inner healing work comes into play, because you might want to acknowledge and think, okay, when did this happen to me when I was younger? How do I retrain the story? Like maybe when you were younger, someone was assertive to you, maybe even a male role model, or they were stern with you, and you have beliefs now that you're less than because of the way that person talked to you. Okay. Like they might have said, like, you're doing that wrong. And then that might have made you feel like, you're always wrong or something. I'm just giving an example. Now is the time to retrain your thought. Okay. So that person that said that to you, they're just coming from a phase, a different time in life. They're coming from a different reality. What they said is not true to who you are as a person. So no matter what anyone says to you, it's not real. And you have to reframe that thought, right? Like, I know so-and-so said that I was, I don't know, worthless, but I don't believe that. I am totally worthy. I am worthy. I'm worthy of this job. I'm worthy of anything my heart desires. Anyone to tell you otherwise, they're just coming from a different mind frame. It really isn't you. Like, I don't know how else I can say it. A lot of people feel that the things that they were told as children defines who they are, but it's not true. Half the stuff that was said to you is just somebody else who was speaking out of fear, somebody else who was speaking out of anger, right? Somebody else who was speaking out of sadness, right? So sometimes they would say things, and as children, we would take it seriously, and we would think like, did I make you upset? Did I make, like you're going to take it upon yourself as a child. And, later on, as you're an adult, you think everyone who acts like that, like hates you or something, but that's not the case. So it's time to retrain our thought process. So whatever this person says to you tomorrow at the interview, just understand, if it is assertive, if it does come on strong, know that it doesn't make you any less than capable of the position. If anything, they're lucky to have you. Okay? We are so lucky to have you. And like I said, the angels aren't going to put anything in your path that's not meant for you. So, yep. It's all good. I'd love to know if my Nana has any messages for me regarding my newfound sister. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's see what we can bring through here. So, okay. I see a lot of excitement. I see a lot of this. I see a lot of this. A lot of gesturing of excitement. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, yes, yes. She's the best. If that makes sense to you, that's what I am hearing. Dancing, celebration, pink slippers. And I don't know if this means anything to you, but I do see a silver cross necklace. Peaceful. It's going to be a peaceful time. Okay. Thank you. I feel that there's a lot of peace and excitement coming through for you, Jessica. Like there's this love, there's this celebration, right? That's the message that's being received. It's a celebration on the other side. It's a good thing. It's great. It's great that that there's this connection, you know? It's really exciting too. Like it makes me feel really good when I'm feeling spirit being so excited about something and just dancing around in my head about this. And like to me, that's like 100% everything feels good. Everything just checks out. Like I'm feeling the love, the butterflies in the tummy. I'm feeling a lot of that. Yep. Yeah. I think she's a very strong, like spirit that's part of this part of the journey, right? And from what I can tell, what I can feel, she's very, very excited about all of this. Like really excited, like making me laugh and giggle and stuff. So yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming and visiting today. That was really nice. She's a nice lady. Okay. What other messages or guidance can we provide for the collective or anyone who's listening or anyone who needs a message right now? Let's try and receive some sort of breakthrough. I feel like a lot of us need a breakthrough right now. I feel like a lot of people are going through a lot of their own stuff. So like there's a lot of different things happening to everybody. We're not all going through the same thing, but we're all going through a lot of things, if that makes sense. And a lot of it is mind chatter, right? And mind chatter sometimes can bring us down. So let's see if the angels have a little bit of guidance as to how can we calm the mind chatter? How can we navigate this, eclipse season? How can we navigate it better, Okay. So I know this came up before, but this is the collective reading. Enlightenment, trust your intuition. Okay. So when it does come to mind chatter, we are going to have to find that meditative state, and we are going to have to take a moment, breathe in, breathe out. We're going to have to take that moment and trust our intuition on the next step. Where is your footing going to go now? Like, because there is a lot going on, you may feel very confused. You could have one opportunity over here and you could have another opportunity over here, and you're like, this is too much. Everybody just needs to stop because I don't want to hear from anybody at this point. But like, take that time for yourself to rest and do some breath work, do some grounding, and go deep and allow the message to come through. Okay, like what's real, like what's good for me, you know, and what is just me going like this in here, right? Mind chatter. Joyce Meyer always calls it stinking thinking. I love that. That was like my favorite from her. Okay, next we have visions and dreams. Number 40, bring your visions to life. All right. So, again, I know that I have had a few conversations with people, and there has been a lot of crazy dreams going on. Like, I've been dreaming. I know a couple of people have just been dreaming. The dreams have been pretty clear. Dreams tend to clear out all the gunk. So, it's like you're getting a whole washout. Okay. So, like all these crazy things that you've been going through, it's all just, it's moving through you, and it has to be done in your dreams. Right. That's where you're just in that state where spirit can really get their hands on you and kind of like move through things that you need to release. Right. Um, and now you're being called to bring the visions to life, meaning like, what have you been dreaming of? Again, we'll go back to our ascended master, Bridget. Inner fire, let your passion lead you to your purpose. So again, what visions have you had for yourself? That's the route you should be taking. That is what you should be doing. Again, with the shift or seeking clarity, what's your passion? And if you don't know, then it's time to dive deep and just check in with your intuition, check in with your soul. Hey, what's going on? What do I love to do? You know, take a moment, sit down, journal. What do you love to do? What brings you joy when you do it? I like to roller skate. That actually brings me joy and peace. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. Um, I don't know. I like to sing. That brings me joy and peace. I'm going to write that down. And then I think like as you start doing more of that, like if when you start doing more things on your list that bring you joy, I feel like your visions are going to become clear. I feel like your your passions are going to become more clear, all right, as to where you want to go now with your life. This is your life. All right, it's not anybody else's life, it's your life. We got family, we got friends, we got a lot of people around us, but at the end of the day, it is your life. How do you want to live it? Okay. Next, we have 39, comfort zone. It's time to expand to a new edge. All right. So if anyone's been thinking about doing something different, but then they stop and they're like, no, I don't think so. I don't know if it's for me. I'm really comfortable here. I'm just going to cozy up by my pajamas, and I'm going to stay where it's safe, right? This is telling you that it's time to expand. So you have to get out of that comfort zone. We're not, yeah, sorry, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You know what I mean? So I just feel like embrace it. Like even when we were talking about earlier, we were talking about job interviews, right? Whether or not it's going to be for you, embrace it, right? And see what happens. And maybe you'll realize, like, oh, that wasn't for me. Or, okay, now I know that I don't like those kind of things. And now I'm going to move forward and try something different. But if we stay closed off and if we stay too comfortable, we'll never know what we like. We won't even know who we are, right? If we're not trying new things. And of course, try new things within reason. I'm not telling you to go and do something that like jump off a cliff or something crazy. I'm not saying to do that. No. I'm saying just expand a little in your comfort, out of your comfort zone, okay? If you feel called to do so. And it might be scary. Okay, it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary. There's going to be a lot of what ifs. What if I do take this route and then I fail? Like, yeah, that's a possibility. But that just means that that failure is a learning opportunity for you. And then now you know yourself even more. Now you know yourself even better. Yes. Yeah, there's been a lot of dreams and you can feel the clearing. Yeah, I can feel it too. There's things being cleaned out. Get a job. Okay. Here we have 38, healing and alignment. A big breakthrough is coming. I feel like here we go. I feel like that's I feel like that's the message that's been coming through a lot this whole time, is that like there is a lot of healing happening. There is a lot of like, you guys are putting in a lot of work. You're having these crazy dreams. Okay. Stuff's getting cleared out, right? It feels yucky, right? Because like one of you had said, there's eclipse season. It doesn't feel good when you feel all these shifts and stuff happening within you. But these shifts and stuff, it's like they feel uncomfortable, but that just means that you're now evolving to like this next level of yourself. You're going to be making decisions that might seem odd to other people. I'm here to tell you, don't worry about it. Like, just make those decisions. Make those decisions. If you feel called to do it, you might have a little hesitancy. You might feel a little bit afraid, but I say, if it feels somewhat good, remotely good, do your intuition check. Go forth. But healing and alignment is really great to see. A big breakthrough is coming. That means we were talking about shifts. Let's see. Go directly. Aquarium wants a shift for self. Well, you're going to get it. There's a big breakthrough coming. So something clearly is cultivating within us. And I just feel like it's going to be revealed to us at the perfect timing. So I would encourage everyone to just keep moving forward, keep being peaceful, keep doing that healing work. When you feel out of sorts, that means that you need to just take a moment for yourself. I would suggest, resting, okay? Resting with yourself. Again, nature, it's my favorite go-to. Walk amongst the trees, listen to the water flowing around you, smell some flowers, talk to dragons. I don't know why I said that. I just feel like maybe someone would understand that. It just came through. Maybe one of you guys is talking to dragons lately. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think, we got some good stuff coming. I want to proceed with some energy oracle. This can be a little bit more straightforward at times. Let's see if we have any messages for anyone in particular that needs to come through, what they have to look forward to. I'm going to pull a card. One will be the past, one will be the present, and one will be the future. If the past or the present resonates you, then you'll know. Okay. All right. The past. door to value. So you've seen it, right? You've seen it. You've seen the vision. We were talking about that vision and dreams. So you've already seen what, like, what you want to accomplish. You already know what you want to accomplish. You see the pathway. You see, um, like, you've already come up with the idea of how you're going to go through this doorway. And on the other side of this doorway, yes, there's money and everything, right? That's all fun. But also, even further beyond, I see light. I see a castle. I see grass. I see flowers. I just see like this mystical land. Let's just put it that way. And to me, when I see this, I just feel like you have an idea, you have a plan. Okay. You've already had this idea, you already have the plan. And yeah, you've seen it. You have a goal, you have a vision, right? This is really good. Sorry, you're spot on. My dragons are with me. Ah, see? Yep. Someone was screaming dragons. All right. So the past, I can see that you have a goal in place. You have a vision in place. All right. And it's this path to this beautiful realm. All right. And then in the present, in the now, number 5, attachment. Okay. So right now, currently, the number 5 represents change. That has come up a lot for me this year. Also, it's the year 2025. Okay. In this photo, there's a lady. She has her mask. Okay. She wants to take it off, or she has taken it off. But then right over here, she's chained. Oops, sorry. She's chained to a post. Okay. So already I can see that currently you're holding on to things that just are of no value to where you want to be. Does that make sense? Like, you're holding on to old beliefs, right? Someone told you that, I don't know, reading is wrong. It doesn't make you any smarter or something. I'm just saying, this is just an example. And for some reason, you still believe it. But you also know that it's just something somebody said. It's not necessarily your belief. It's just what you've been taught growing up, right? So you are trying to remove this mask. The mask also relates to things like you being in a community or you being around certain people and you putting on the mask. So you're not entirely revealing your true self. Okay. But you want to reveal your true self, right? It's us. We are the ones that hold ourselves back. It's not necessarily everything that we think holds us back. And listen, trust me, I had this conversation the other day with my own mother. I was saying, like, I feel like I keep getting blocked by things that are like out of my control. And, like, or I feel like the system keeps putting in a block. Um, so this technically, like, this could be any one of us where we're holding on to that thought that it's the system's fault, why I can't do this, or that. But to be fair and honest, once we let go of that belief, like once we come out of it and just understand that, like, we are creators, we really can create the love and peace and serenity that we want around us. Like, we really can. If you ever really truly, like, have one day where you're like, I am just going to be my true self. It's going to sound selfish, but you're going to just sit there and you're going to be like, today I feel like doing this, and I'm not going to cater to this person or that person. And, honestly, people might get upset with you. Be careful. But I think that you need to have a day where you actually do exactly what you want to do and not what anyone else wants you to do, or what, whatever the case is. Just try to have a day for yourself. So I just feel like we all can be a little bit too attached, and the attachments can actually chain us down. However, we all want to take the mask off, right? So it's not a bad thing. It's just something to acknowledge and to work on. Again, inner healing. Go back to the past when you were a child. Remember a situation where you felt very small, where someone made you believe something that actually wasn't true, and reframe that thought. For example, if I was told that I'll never be a dancer, I don't look like a dancer from a teacher, and then I went my whole life saying, yeah, I'll never be a dancer, I don't look like a dancer, all because of that person said it. Like, that's my belief now, right? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to say, no, I am a dancer, and I dance, and I love myself. And, everybody knew it. Everyone knew how special I was. Like, we're gonna reframe those beliefs so that we can release the attachment. All right, but that could be something you're going through right now. In the future, number 44, we have woman holding a heart. Woman holding a heart. So this can mean one or two things. Either you will find a supportive, loving female figure who will show you love, who will show you the support, or you are that loving, supportive figure, right? And even, and it can go either way, male, female, whichever. Some people might come more into their feminine, which will allow them to have this loving guide and helping hand. All right. It's just female love energy. I feel like a lot of people have been in their masculine more so because a lot of us are in survival, right? Feminine kind of helps us to be more soft and loving and just motherly, right? So I did say this to someone the other day. Be to yourself the mother you never had. And it's not to put any shame on any mom out there, right? It just means that treat yourself like you would your own child, sort of thing. But regardless, in the future, we do have a lot of love happening here. So like I said, there could be a female in your future, and there's going to be a lot of love. And great, we could all use some love right now because, like I said, it's been tough. Okay. I'm just going to pull one more for a little bit of guidance. Anything else to look forward to? This to me is resonating with the now action. Okay. We do have the visions and dreams. We do have Bridget here, which I am keeping the Divine Master here. Let your passion lead you to your purpose. Okay. So in order to do that, it's time to take action, right? It's time to put in the work. All right. So there are goals that you want to achieve. It's best to start writing down step by step, how are you going to achieve that goal? You have been sitting on it for a while. You have cultivated in your mind. You're like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. But Spirit is really saying it, you know what, now's the time to move forward with action. I know we all feel a little out of sorts right now, but this is the time, because as we had seen earlier, a breakthrough is coming. All right. So that means that, like, let's just try to stay in our heart chakra, try and stay centered. Okay. But also implement little pieces of action. Okay. Because, I don't know, I just feel like I feel to say your dreams are coming true. And if that resonated with you, then it probably was for you. You know, your dreams are coming true. But we do have to take action. You know, like, I want a garden. Okay, cool. How are you going to do that? Well, I guess step number one, I'm going to clean up my garden. Step number two, I'm going to plant, you know, plants, fruits, whatever it is you're trying to plant. Step number three, I'm going to care for it. I'm going to help it grow. Right? Okay. I hope everyone understood what I was where I was going with that. Okay. I'd like to hear from Animal Spirit. Okay. Animal Spirit is calling. Which Animal Spirit would like to come through? And please feel free, if you're seeking any specific clarity, to go ahead and put it in the chat, or just raise your hand and we can just do something generic. Animal Spirit. Who wants to say hi? Oh, you know what song I just thought of? I don't know if anyone knows this one from Bambi. Drip, drip, drop, little April showers. Oh, wow. Okay. We got Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. Number two, in case if number two resonates with anyone, life is speeding up. We are going fast. We just saw the horses. You know, I think that's what it means. I just feel like what we're connecting with is that this is a very fast-paced energy that's happening. And when there's fast-paced energy, it's like, we got to learn this lesson, this one, all within like a specific time frame. So it's possible that, you know, Spirit is just trying to move us forward a couple steps a lot quicker than what we're used to, right? I feel like personally, in the past, things were a lot slower, or, you know, yeah, I feel like things were slower. It would take me a very long time to like hear a message, or, you know, trust in myself, or build it. I don't know, just build myself up. And now it's like something happens and I'm like, bam, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this now. Or like, I just find that there's more clarity now. And I feel like even with the dreams, all of the stuff that's being cleared out, it is being cleared out, don't you think, like at a rapid pace? It's like every night, you know, there's something that's just like being like tossed to the side. And like every night, every dream has been about something different. For myself personally, I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but that is how it's felt. So yes, I think that this is confirmation that life is speeding up, and that leads me to believe that the breakthrough that you are seeking is like right around the corner, right? It just feels like, even for myself, just I can just feel it, like there's something happening. It's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. Some days even I get frustrated, right? Like, what is happening here? But then I have noticed that it's like you can think one thing one day and then the next day there's a resolution. Have you noticed that? Usually, you know, resolutions, sometimes they take time, but you know, it's a much quicker pace right now. And take action on it. Like, while things are going at a fast pace, Start taking action. Okay, so like start, like I said, start implementing the seeds of what you want to grow. Now is the time, because it's going to grow quickly. We don't have to wait too long. Thank goodness. I like to pull another animal spirit because they're so cute. Has anyone been connecting with any animals in particular lately? Spirit talks to us through nature, through animals, and there's signs there, there's synchronicities there, there's I don't know, just take it in, and like when you see something that, like, let's say for example, let's say it's rare for you to see a bear. I'm just going to say bear. It's rare for you to see a bear. And then one day you just happen to be, I don't know, walking, or even, I don't know, watching TV, you randomly see a bear show up on TV and you feel some sort of peace, or you feel some resignation with that. Like, just take it in. It's like spirit saying, like, I hear you. I'm here for you. You know? Okay. Peacock spirit, let it shine. Okay. Number 46. Again, if you can see it, there is a heart shape there, and there's a light shining through. And we have the blues and the greens. Okay. Heart chakra is green. It's associated with green. So again, spirit is calling to you to let your heart be bigger than your words. That's what I heard. Let your love shine in, face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let your love shine in. Right? Is that how it goes? Yeah, I just feel like it's time to, ooh, yeah. You need to focus on opening up your heart space and like letting love out onto people. Okay, like there's a lot of people going through a lot right now, but using your heart to guide you is going to help you right now. It's going to bring peace right now. It's going to bring clarity right now on what your next steps are. Okay. Number 19, dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. And there it is. There it is. I feel like this just goes right back to let your passion lead you to your purpose. Okay. Be loyal to what you love. People are going to say things about something that you really enjoy. Your passion. This is your passion. And someone might say, that's silly. That's ridiculous. That's never going to work. It's never going to hit home. Like, don't even bother. It can't be done, right? Some people are going to say that to you when you're living in your heart space, when you're trying to accomplish this certain goal. All right. But dog spirit is here telling you to be loyal. Okay. Be loyal to what you love. What do you love? Where is your passion? Be loyal to it. Don't let anyone lead you astray. I think it's more important than ever right now to hold on to that. All right. Because like I said, there's going to be some people that are going to talk. And now it's time for you to be loyal to it. Like, just stay with it. Stay with it. Overall, from everything that has come through today, I feel like if you stay on the path of just staying centered, being in your heart, and following that passion project that you have been thinking about, and actually putting action and towards it, all right, implementing little seeds and putting action towards it, I just feel like yeah, if everything's moving at a fast pace, you're going to see everything happen quickly. Like just just go for it. Go for it. Get out of your comfort zone, right? We were talking about that earlier too. I feel like it all resonates together. Okay. Um, I will be coming to a close. I wanted to say I'm so happy that you all joined me. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Uh, these messages are all from spirit. I love sharing the messages, and like that's it. That's my passion. Let me help you feel love and joy and evolve in your life. Okay. So I'm just going to do a final card pull. And this is a self care card. So this should be fun. Let's call it homework. Let's call it homework. Let's say it's going to help you, I guess, get into that meditative state, that self love state, that self care state that you need to be in so that you can trust, like, so that you can hear your intuition. All right. All right. I'm going to pull two for you. Connect with your womb. Sorry, this one. Connect with your womb and hydrate. All right. Okay. So connecting with your womb. I know some people might not understand that, but again, this is self-care. That's that mother. That's that mother mode that we need to activate within ourselves. Mother yourself. All right. Show yourself that love, the love of a mother. All right. For anyone that does have a womb, connect, check in, ask her how she's doing, right? Listen for answers. There's going to be self care that comes through to you. All right. Check in with yourself. What do I need? Okay. I feel like you will receive like some really good answers. What is it? Do you need a meal right now? Check in. Check in with your mother womb. What do you like? Do you need to be fed? Okay, go cook a meal. Also, just to help anyone out, hydrate. All right, it's really important. After this reading as well, taking time out, socializing with people, everything like that, that all requires energy. And at the end of the day, the energy needs to be replenished somewhere, and water is so helpful. Even when you take a shower, that is a form, like, if you really take your time, that can be a form of meditation and cleansing yourself, right? It can be a time where you pray, right? So hydrate your body. It's good for you, right? It's really good for you. And you will feel energized. You'll feel good, all right? So those are some self-care tips to help you out, help you get through the week while the eclipse season is going all crazy. Love you singing Bambi and Antelope showed up. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Awkward to sing, but honestly, it's I just like to try and convey whatever message is coming through. And yeah, sometimes it's going to be a song. Yeah. And even for men, when we talk about the womb, like I said, you can resonate with, if you tap in and say, what would I need from like a mother figure right now? Masculine energy can feel for that too, right? What do you need? What will nurture you right now? All right. Okay, everyone. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm sending love and light to you all. Until next time, have a wonderful evening.